Okay, so last class, and in the last video, I spoke about Democritus and how he proposed that all matter in the world consisted of invisible and indivisible corpuscles, or small particle-like objects, and he called them atoms or atomos. He based off of his theories off of reasoning and didn't have the scientific tools to experiment with these atoms. So there's a lot that he considered in his theory, but then Aristotle, who was really popular at the time, he shut him down after he disagreed with him and basically Aristotle believed that there's only four main elements: earth, water, air, and fire. And that is how Democritus was forgotten. Now, John Dalton came in the early 1800s. He was an English chemist and a physicist. People know him for his modern atomic theory, which came about during his development of partial pressure gas laws. Now, Dalton's atomic theory was based off of his own experiments in gases and meteorology. He loved meteorology. That was his thing. So, meteorology. You'll have to forgive me for that typo. Meteorology. Okay. Meteorology. He also considered evidence from experiments from other scientists. Using all of this information, he revived the concept of an atom and then went further to explain the relationships between atoms, elements, compounds, and chemical reactions. But putting that aside, I just want you to know that he didn't know that the atom was composed of smaller parts. He thought it was simply a sphere. So John Dalton had 5 tenets in his theory. You should know or understand all of them. Number 1, elements are made up of very small objects called atoms. They are indivisible and indestructible. Number 2, all the atoms of an element are the same size, the same mass, the same properties, etc. And atoms of a different element are just different compared to the first element. And I drew here a diamond because when you look at a diamond, you look into the structure of the molecules. They are in geometric structures. And this is only possible if the elements have the same size and same properties. And if you compare carbon with another element, you'll notice that if you put them together, the solids will have different shapes. Therefore, they have to differ in sizes, mass, and properties. Now, number 3 is basically atoms cannot be divided, created, or destroyed, which ties into our law of conservation of mass. And one moment. If you look at atoms of an element A and atoms of element B, you will see that they create compounds, that is a product of the reaction, and the mass of A plus B will always equal the mass of the product. So mass of the atoms of element A plus the mass of element B will always equal to the product mass. Nothing is destroyed in the process. Nothing is divided further. You don't create anything new. You just rearrange, combine, or separate them. Meanwhile, you keep the whole entire mass the same. That does not change. So, tenet number 4, atoms of different elements combine in simple whole number ratios to form a compound. So, if we look at water, and if we were to separate it by electrolysis, you will notice that there's twice as much gas in a test tube than the other. If you put a given number of gas, it will always have the same volume no matter what. The observation of the volume of gases showed that water must be composed of twice as much hydrogen atoms as oxygen. So in water, the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2 to 1, not 1.5 to 3.5. There are no decimals. It is always a whole number ratio. Tenet number 5 says that in chemical reactions, atoms are combined, separated, or rearranged. So it goes back to this. So the law of conservation of mass just says mass is never lost. It's never destroyed. It doesn't just disappear, poof. It always remains somewhere. Now, if you had a chemical reaction with an open flask, an open beaker, and one of the products was a gas, you can bet that you will lose that gas to the environment. That does not mean the mass is lost. It's just in a different environment that you cannot weigh. So here again, A plus B equals A plus B. Mass has not been lost or destroyed. You didn't create new mass. You didn't divide the mass, and you didn't divide atoms any further. You didn't create any new atoms or destroy any atoms. You just rearranged. You combined or separated atoms. And that is Dalton.